Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Brooks Bandits TV, presented by JBS Canada. My name is Nathan Crosby. We're thrilled today because our guest is former Bandit and current Manitoba Moose forward Jeff Malott, joining us now from Manitoba. Jeff, it's great to catch up with you. I know it's been a few years since you played in Brooks, and lots has happened since, but how are things going so far this season playing with the Moose?
Yeah, I think things are going well. Definitely an adjustment from college to pro, and just in terms of the speed of the game and the physicality, the size of all players. But no, it's been good. It's definitely weird coming off of such a long off season, but I think everybody here has done a great job of getting everybody up to speed, and it's been a good start.
I've noticed with our players just getting back into the swing of things, like the first couple games we've played since the restart happened, like they're out there flying around and there's so much energy. Did you find it to be the same way when you guys started firing up again?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you've got guys that have been sitting around for 9 months, 10 months. For you guys there, just about a year. So, I mean, everybody's definitely excited to be playing hockey again, and there's definitely evidence of that in the speed of the game and the excitement. So.
It seems like every time I log on to Twitter, I see the Manitoba Moose have tweeted out another goal that you've scored. You're off to a great start. What has led to you finding that scoring touch at this level?
Yeah, I think I don't know. Just I don't think it's anything crazier. I'm doing anything completely different from what I've done in the past. I think it's just we have a style here that heavily relies on a solid forecheck and having three guys supporting each other on the puck. And I think I've just been fortunate with the players I've played with and kind of the system that I'm a part of here. So I think it's just our team identity has played well into kind of into our offense. So yeah, I don't think it's anything crazy or there wasn't any big change or anything. I think it's just stemmed from guys really willing to work hard and getting good bounces from that.
Anything different about not so much the style of the game, but just playing pro hockey compared to your time in college hockey or even in junior?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, college hockey, you spend all week preparing for two teams, or you spend all week preparing for a one weekend series or whatever, and you've got a lot of time to practice, you've got a lot of time to watch film, you got a lot of time to prepare. And here it's one game into the next, and you're adjusting on the fly. So definitely an adjustment in that sense, but I love it. You're playing so much hockey, it's so much fun, and after 9 months of basically sitting at home waiting, it's awesome to be playing.
Looking back at Cornell, I mean, it must have been disappointing as an alumnus of that program to see that they didn't play this year, given that you had such a successful run with them. Was it hard to see that all these college hockey, there was a lot of college hockey teams that played this year except for the Ivy League schools?
Yeah, I mean it sucks. Like it's so hard to see those guys. I mean, guys that I spent 3 years with, guys 2 years, even the freshmen last year. You see the amount of work that those guys have put in, and for the seniors this year, it's like that's their chance to lead. That's their chance to really take control and hopefully go on a big run. And they didn't get a chance to do that. So I mean, it's hard, and everybody's making sacrifices, but I really feel for those guys. It's brutal.
I remember that 15-16 team that you were part of. Man, that was such a strong Brooks team. I mean, you look at the last decade of the strong Bandit teams we've had, and that one's right up there. And what a great core of players. I think of your captain that year, Derek Lodemeyer, who's having a successful pro career as well. Talk to me about that team that year. What was the strength of that team, do you feel?
It sounds cheesy to say, and I feel like everybody might say this, but it's like we were just so close. Like we just spent all day, every day together, and in Brooks, there's not a whole lot to do other than spend time with each other and just like goof around and bond. So we had a group that did well the year before, but didn't have the success that we were hoping to. And when we came back the next year, we just had so many returning guys that were really on board with a team culture. And I think it just it helped us in the regular season, but I think playoffs down the road, it really helped us when one line wasn't going, you knew another line was going to pick it up, and you knew that at some point it was going to be a team effort. It wasn't going to be just one line. So I think it was just the strength of all of us, and everybody just willing to go the extra mile for each other.
I remember also about that year. I mean, Cale was really young too, but we all kind of sensed watching that he was going to turn into something special. Did you know at the time just how good he was?
It was crazy to watch. Like the guy comes in as a kid, and by the end of the year, he's running our team. Like he's running power plays, he's running everything. He's just like got complete control of the game, and it was really cool to see. Even the year before when he was a call up with us in playoffs, and the guy's putting up crazy numbers as a defenseman call up in playoffs and in like most important games of the year. And so it was really cool to see him progress as a hockey player, and just as an adult too. It's hard being that young in a program of older guys, and he just did such a great job of developing his game and also like maturing as well.
Jeff, I just want to leave on a final thought here, just about kind of looking at our current players, and they're probably looking up to you and seeing that the path that you've been on, leaving Brooks, going and having a successful college hockey career, and then turning pro. What would be your message to our current players who have had a very tough year getting through this pandemic and trying to, and going week to week, not knowing if they'd ever get to play? What would you say to them to make sure that they stay focused?
Yeah, it's hard with all that uncertainty, but like I would just say, like, you got time. Like, I remember being 19 years old, 18 years old, and being so worried about like, oh, I got to get to school, or like I got to get moving. And it's like you got so much time. Guys are coming out of college and the pro older and older, and there's no rush. I would just say, control you can control now in terms of the pandemic, but just make sure that like every day, every week, you're getting better, and you're finding your identity as a player. So just stick with it, and have as much fun as you can too, because I don't think you appreciate how much fun it is to be in Brooks until you're out of there. So yeah.
Well said, and it seems like you've got a good handle of things out there with the Moose. So really appreciate your time here. I know things are busy right now, so I'm sure everyone in Brooks that watched you is very excited to hear from you, and we're all very proud that you've come this far and the success you're having, and continue to keep it up, man.
Awesome. Thanks, Nathan.
That's Jeff Malott of the Manitoba Moose joining us on Bandits TV, presented by JBS Canada. I'm Nathan Crosby.